Okay, so in this video, I want to again make one of Mark's redstone contraptions a lot more compact. So, in a video that he did, he made a 2x2 flush with the floor trapdoor where you click the lever, it opens up like that. And he also made a video on the 2x2 Harry Potter door, which is right here. This one. And I kind of want to make a combination of both. So here is like this one. It's pretty easy. I have made it a little bit more compact though, and it's all underground. All the redstone is underneath the stone bricks. It's all the area that it takes up. I will be doing a tutorial at the end of the video. Then, second design that I created is this. A design where it's a 1 tick difference between the times that the pistons extend and retract. I don't know if you can see that. If you can't, I might have to slow motion it a little bit to make it more visible. But hopefully you guys saw that. I am gonna make a slow motion of that just to make it a little bit clearer. But in this one, it's 4 tick difference between each one getting retracted. As you can see. Like that. So this is basically all I wanted to show off today. It didn't take that long to build, maybe a couple hours to build all 3 of them. This one was of course the easiest. So now I'm gonna explain all the redstone and for all 3 of them, and after that I'm gonna show the tutorial on how to build all of them. So basically, when the lever is flicked, this is turned on, which means it goes out here, powers these repeaters, which turn on basically first. So what they do is they power the blocks in the middle. I'm gonna turn this light so it's more visible. So basically, they power these blocks right here. These 4 blocks. They power them. So if I were to put redstone, if I were to put redstone on this block, okay, it doesn't power for some reason. Oh yeah, right, because these are unpowered. Yeah, but if that were powered and I put redstone down there, it would have been powered. So it's the way it works. That powers on first, and after that, 2 ticks after that, 3 ticks after the lever is flicked, these 4 pistons extend, pushing those, and since these ones are already active, the pistons will just push up. So I will do quick demo of that right now, as you can see. And now the way the closing works is the fact that this one turns on first, it means it also turns off first, which means the pistons retract, and then 2 ticks later they get pushed back. So this one's really not that hard. You could probably even build it by just looking at it like this. So here is a quick look, and now I'm gonna cover it up and we're gonna be going on to the next one. Okay, so here is where things got a little bit tricky, and in this design I actually forgot to put blocks here, so yeah, that would be a problem. But the reason it was a little bit more tricky is the fact that I couldn't really put these to go first and then these to go second unless I really put 5 ticks on that, or 6 ticks on that one, which now that I think about it wouldn't be that hard actually. 1 second. I think I might have come up with a more compact design. Right after I finished building this one and I tested it, I realized why I didn't make it like this. Because basically the difference between this one and this one is that this one has an extra monostable circuit coming out the side because basically the way this works is in this one, this piston fires out first, the outside ones, and then up. So in the closing, these pull back first and then these retract. So what you're left with is you're left with these in the middle. So and then these create a pulse after to quickly go forward and retract, and that's basically how it works. As you can see, those fire out first, and then as you can see they retract and then come back because of that little pulse there. But the reason I made it that way, and I couldn't have simply added a delay to these, is because then when they come up, you can see they come up the same way. They retract like one at a time, but they come up the same way. But in this design, they do not come up at the same time. I'm probably going to need to slow that down again. But no, they do not come up at the same time. Trust me. In this one, they do. So, anyways, the way this works now is first the lever is flicked, and then the first thing that is powered is this piston. This piston. And so basically what happens is these pistons go, and at the same time also this piston pulls up, but it pulls up just in time to also pull up the block. Then this one pulls up the block, then this one pulls up the block, then this one pulls up the block. After that, it goes here, turns it off, and basically what happens is when it turns off, of course, the first thing that happens is these turn off, causing these to retract, and then these ones retract, causing it to basically, but since they do it, since not all of these are actually retracted because of the delay, they retract by themselves. As you can see, they retract by themselves first, and then they come back. But basically what this does is when this redstone signal is turned off, this torch turns on, causing this sandstone to fire into the hopper. Then it goes back, but during that time this comparator activates because there's an item inside the hopper, and activates this repeater, which activates these pistons, causing them to push back. Because as you can see, look at the torch and then look at the piston. As soon as it turns on, you saw that go. So that's basically how this one works. And this is the same principle, except it's a lot harder to make because you have to, since they're 4 ticks apart, you need more repeaters. And then also these monostable circuits have to be enough time apart for it to work. So as you can see, they all pull back and then it works. Of course you can't see the way it works because these are off, but you'll see that it works in the same exact principle. See that they come back later to pick them up, but it looks really good when you cover it up because you can't really see that. So it's another reason why you want to cover it up, and that's also basically works the same exact way. There's no need to explain, except there's more repeaters to make more of a delay. So let's get on with the tutorial. So to make the first, which is this one that I currently have in the ground, which is at the same time instant and very fast, what you're gonna need to do first is put sticky pistons like this, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks away, put like that, so there are 4 blocks in between them. And then in the middle put 4 pistons like this, and then put your chiseled bricks like this, or whatever you want the hole to be made out of. This is where you put it. Then what you need is whatever your outside's gonna be, surround it like this, because that's where your repeaters will be running into. And you could basically build it up like this. Up a block, because actually when it is turned on it will be a block higher because those pistons will extend. So yeah, after that what you want to do is put blocks like this, and repeaters with 3 ticks on them like that, and then just redstone dust running like this, up and through like that, and like that. Then that's basically complete, because if we put a lever here, as you can see, it does work, but you're not really gonna activate it like that. So to make the activation, simply build out the platform, you know, and right here I'm gonna go block with a piece of redstone, and over that block like that, that's where the lever is gonna go. And as you can see, it works. You could build the platform out like that, and yeah, that is basically how you build this little door. You can see it works, and you could just dig downward from here. On to the next one. So this next one is a tiny bit harder to make, but it's not too difficult. It took me a little bit longer to get everything to work though. So basically you start out the same way. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks apart. Then in the middle, like this, you put your chiseled bricks on here again, and you want to surround it like this. Same thing, it's all part of the same building process, because I mean it's basically the same thing with different timings. And again, same thing, redstone like that with repeaters like that, same as last time, except this time these are going to be at 1 tick, because again there's a monostable circuit that is powering it later, so it does not need a delay on that repeater. And you could have repeaters running in from both sides like that, and you want a block like this, blocks like this, repeater, and redstone like that, to power these pistons separately from the monostable circuit, which will be coming from over there. And these 4 ticks, 3 ticks, 2 ticks, and 1 tick. Then you could connect this up like that, and the lever will be going on this block, And as you can see, the front of it is pretty much working except for the retraction, because the monostable circuit is not in yet. And then underneath the lever, I'm going to dig a little tunnel until you reach the other side. Perfect, that was just the right block. And basically just put the redstone like that. Oh my bad, there should be an extra block like that. There. And then it should activate. And over here, you want to get glowstone. And you might be questioning, how is this working? Well, glowstone is a transparent block. That is why it's working. You want to connect it up like that. And that should be the whole thing complete, like the whole closing complete. With the opening, needs that extra monostable circuit. So, you're going to need to get a dropper, hopper, comparator, and redstone torch. For this, extra materials that were not here before. So basically, make 3 redstone dusts like this, then up a block like that with a redstone torch, a dropper which will go upwards like that, and a hopper. Drop something into the hopper, and from here is a comparator with a basically repeater like that. I believe I made it more compact than this one. Sorry. In this one, no, oh, I know why. I didn't have these blocks there, but then same thing, redstone torch like that. This design is basically symmetrical. Drop something into the dropper, 1, 2, and then like that. Comparator, redstone, and then repeater. Yeah, I did it wrong over there. You need a block up like that. You need to move this up a block on this side. Like that, and that should be complete. You can see the opening work and the closing work. So now time to make the signal, time to make the input be able to be accessible from up here. So the way to do that is simply like this. You just place the lever where the block was up like that, and you can see it works. Okay, maybe it doesn't. I'll have to fix it up. Okay, so I just realized what the problem is. Since the lever wasn't here anymore, it wasn't powering the redstone down there. So all you have to do is, instead of it being like that, just break the blocks here and put the redstone dust like that, and it should connect. And then when you go down there, you need to add an extra repeater somewhere along the line. Well, that means that you have to reduce these by a tick. So make this one 2 ticks and make this one 3 ticks. And now you have yourself a functioning As you can see, it works. On to the bigger one. Or, I mean the slow one. Okay, so to start off the slow door, it's the same way as you start out all the other doors. Make 4 like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more sticky pistons like that, and 2 by 2 right here also. Put chiseled bricks here. Then 4 blocks like that. 4 blocks like that. 2, 2, 2, and 2. Then build up around it. Like this. And then this one, this side will be the front. Repeater with 4 ticks right here. 2 repeaters, 4 ticks like that. Redstone dust connecting them like that. Put the lever here, and then connect this up. The repeater, 1 tick on those, and then under the lever, dig a tunnel to the other side. Should probably place blocks there. Then piece of glowstone right here, block away, glowstone on it with redstone, and glowstone again. To wire it, you need redstone, 2 repeaters, pretty much anywhere. These are not to expand the signal, but to make a delay. With both of them with 4 ticks, then a block, a piece of redstone, block over that, and then the lever, basically, like that. Then over here, put a block here, and repeater set to 4 ticks, 2 repeaters set to 4 ticks like that, and connecting it like that. That should be all the pistons going up like that, but also this side where the pistons is not hooked up yet to move that way. So you dig 2 like that. This one, block down, and you start digging a tunnel again. Over here, and this one needs to be a block forward from there. So basically, put the glowstone, first glowstone over here, then second glowstone right there, and that's all the glowstone you actually need. And in fact, you don't even need glowstone for this one. I don't know why I used glowstone. You could simply line it up like that, and that will work, and this will work. And notice how I am not putting repeaters right there. I'm sorry for the little interruption, but what I was saying is that notice how these don't have repeaters on them. That's because signal strength actually does not make it from here all the way to there, so about here be good to place a repeater. Next, that will be the whole opening, or I mean the closing. And now last step is to make the opening with the monostable circuit. So you need redstone, 2 repeaters, 4 ticks, redstone, 2 repeaters with 4 ticks, into a block, the redstone torch. Oh yeah, and for this segment you need extra items: a dropper, a redstone torch, a hopper, and a comparator. All items that weren't there before. So redstone torch, like that. Dropper, hopper, drop something into the hopper, and block like that. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3 like that. Repeater, redstone, 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 redstone. Now for this part, you need 2 pieces of redstone and 2 repeaters with 1 tick, and that will be done. Now you just have to repeat the same step for the other side. So we need a piece of redstone here, repeater, set to 4 ticks, both of them. Repeater set to 4 ticks, repeater set to 4 ticks. Going into a block, redstone torch, dropper, hopper, drop something into the hopper, block, 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 and block, 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 comparator, repeater, redstone, 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 and for here again, 2 redstone, 2 repeaters set to 1 tick, and this should be the whole thing done. There's a closing, and there's the opening. So it is indeed done, but one last thing that you might want to do is activate it from the platform. So the way you do that, you actually remove the lever from here, and you change this to a slab, put redstone there, move this block, put redstone there, and then the lever goes over this block right here. And you can see that in fact it does work, and some decorating to do like that, maybe over the whole redstone, but that is how you build this thing. It's a monstrosity of a contraption, and I challenge you guys to make it smaller, more compact. I might work on it also making it more compact, but this was the original design that I came up with in a matter of like 5-10 minutes. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. See you in the next redstone video.